This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. I can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We're on episode 2117, Loneliness from Pain to Power, the emotional healing and coming back home safe, coming back home to self. Okay, this episode is about the emotion. It is a part of the Emotions in the Body mini-series, where we explore one emotion at a time and how it influences our thoughts and our relationships and our nervous system and our ability to receive love and meaningful connections. The main reason why I go live is I do believe that we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional selves, and I feel like that we are operating from a lower vibration as a go-to vibration that would be out of fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, feeling like we got to prove ourselves out there to the world or to someone else, and that actually lowers your frequency. It stops you. It puts a block in front of you. So my goal here on this channel is to flip that emotional story around to a higher one as your go-to vibration, which would be out of love and above, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace and harmony, passion and desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show rolling and let's get your life going. Well, how loneliness shows up in your life and in your body, it's a hidden purpose, and how to shift it into a higher vibration emotions, and the counterparts are connection, joy, belonging, and solitude. Loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about feeling disconnected from yourself, from relationships, or your sense of belonging. Loneliness doesn't just live in our thoughts or in just our relationships, but how it shows up in our body, our energy, and our sense of belonging. Because loneliness isn't about being alone. It's about feeling disconnected from others and often from ourselves. As your happiness, love, and relationship coach, exploring our emotions and how they show up, not only emotionally, but physically, and how to flip the energy around from pain to power. What actually triggers loneliness? This emotion often shows up when you're going through a transition, like a breakup, a healing session, a spiritual awakening, grief, or you've outgrown an old relationship, but new ones haven't yet arrived yet. It's that in-between space. You're surrounded by people, but no one really sees you. Or you've been that strong one for so long that no one even checks up on you. You've learned early in life to self-soothe instead of being comforted. Relationship triggers. Emotionally unavailable. You're the last one chosen, like the last one to ever get into a relationship. Feeling like you're always the one that's giving and giving and giving and giving. Or childhood pattern connections. Feeling overlooked. Not feeling emotionally mirrored. Learning that the connection came from a condition. This is where people say, why do I feel so lonely when I'm not even actually alone? Because you can feel lonely even in the middle of a relationship or in the middle of a crowd. How loneliness affects us. Mental and emotional impact. Loneliness can create thoughts that loop around like, something must be wrong with me. I don't know. What's up? Why is it nobody wants to talk to me or check up on me? Or if it's a matter of more, someone would be here. Someone would be here. It would be if something wasn't wrong with me. Or overthinking to hyper-independence. Settling for breadcrumbs. Just for a connection. A pulling away while secretly craving for closeness. A blocking the ability to receive love, support, or joy. Loneliness doesn't just hurt. It quietly reshapes how we relate to others. Body and physical connection. How does it affect us? Emotionally, loneliness is often associated with tightness in the chest, or our heart space. That heart, it needs love. It doesn't like to feel that aloneness. It can show up in fatigue or low motivation. Or the nervous system can just shut down. You could have immune sensitivities, a sense of heaviness, or a collapsed feeling in the body. Many healing traditions believe loneliness places in the body is a chronic stress strait because the nervous system interprets disconnection as being unsafe. This isn't medical. It is emotional awareness. The purpose of the gift of loneliness. Loneliness isn't here to punish you. No. It is here to redirect you. Yes. The purpose of loneliness is to bring awareness to unmet emotional needs. To call you back into self-connection. It teaches you self-companionship. It teaches you to build discernment instead of a de-separation. To prepare you for it's here to prepare you for aligned relationships. When you stop running from loneliness, it becomes the doorway. Loneliness teaches us boundaries, self-soothing without self-abandonment, how to be present without judgment. Have you ever felt lonely? Even in the middle of a crowd? If you have, type yes in the chat. Some people don't know how to handle being alone, but I think being alone is a time for us to tap in and tune in to our higher self. Let's see what it is that your body, your mind, and your soul really needs from you in that alone time. Loneliness is because we feel like somebody else is supposed to be there around us all the time. But that's not true. We need to be alone to do this self-love work. We have to be in hermit mode, and that means being alone. So that means to soothe ourselves when the lonely feeling comes on in. We have to give ourselves that love, that passion, that desire, because you're with you all the time, always, for the rest of your life, always. So you might as well get used to you, rather you're in a time of being alone by yourself or feeling lonely in the middle of a crowd because you just don't feel like you fit in. You guys, I did write a book. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. It's on Amazon as an e-copy and a hard copy. I'm going to send you right on over there, and I'll be right back. When we get back, we're going to talk about some counterpart emotions to loneliness, and then I'm going to do a little bit of EFT, and yeah, that's about it. And maybe have a little chat at the end, or who knows, we'll just go with the flow. All right, so I have my book. It's on Amazon. Here's a commercial, and I'll be right back, so stick around. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. And I'm back. All right, I'm just going to say hi to everyone while I'm here in the middle of the show. I just want to thank you guys for all coming on in. And I know I'm doing it in the middle of the show. I should do it at the end, but that's okay. Addie, always the first one here for a while. Raquel, Dollface, Danelli, Sybil, Runam, Lucy, Jackie, Bishop, Tan, Chanley, and Patricia. Thank you guys for coming and being here with me during the show. I know a lot of us are used to being alone, especially doing this self-love work, but I still felt like there were some people that don't like being alone, or they get this lonely feeling, or that in-between pause, in between you doing something and not doing something. There's that void in between there, and so that's where we came up with loneliness. So I don't suffer from loneliness too much because I do like being alone. So not that I don't like hanging out with other people too, but my alone time, I like that the best. I don't know if that has to do with anything of being a middle child, where I felt like, I had to figure things out by myself all the time, but anyhow. And let's see, counterpart emotions to lean into when loneliness shows up. Loneliness balances with self-belonging. We belong to ourselves. it can be empowering. It can really feel like really, when you really get really in tune to who you are on a soul level, and that it's really powerful. It's strong. It gives you an inner safety too. You can have this feeling of feeling safe on the inside. When we feel safe on the inside, then we feel safer on the outside. That was the name, Nia. That's the name that I didn't get on my chat, but I'll get you in here. Nia, thank you for putting your name in there. I did skip it. I didn't mean to not. Yeah, dogs and cats do help. I have almost always had a dog, so if I didn't have dogs, I had rabbits. I'm not much of a cat person. The cats like me, but I don't know. I'm the dog person. All right, so self-belonging and inner safety, emotional presence. It's bringing yourself to awareness, to this present moment, to be okay with you, who you are right now, to love that person, to love that soul. So when you're connecting to yourself first, and we've all connected to everybody else first, but we're flipping that script, flipping that story. I want you guys to learn how to connect to you first. Ways to access this state is one of the things. You can take your hand and put it over your heart space. And breathe. What that does is it reconnects you to self. It's no longer external now, it's internal. Or speaking kindly to yourself out loud. We are willing to speak the worst story of ourselves out loud. This mofo or that, or I don't like this, I wish that wasn't happening. But I want you guys to learn how to speak what is working out loud. I like this. This is working. Oh, this is going good. I could go this direction. Let's bring it up into reality. So we're really flipping that narrative around. Because I know, it's easy to complain, but let's make it not so easy to complain. Let's make it easy to speak about what is working, what it is you like, what direction you're going. Let's make that the easiness. Create a small daily ritual that feels nourishing to you. That you're doing it because you like to do it, not because somebody told you this is the way it was done, not because this is the way you learned that it was to be done. You're not doing it because it's a responsibility or it's a demand upon you. You're doing it because it makes you feel good. It's a part of nourishing your soul. You hear that cat can frequency which heal us. You hear the cat has... It could be. It's possibly. I haven't heard that. Yeah, it's rabbit today. Is it the first today? Rabbits. Oh, no, rabbits. Yeah, I used to raise rabbits. That started when I was living in Florida. I got my first set of rabbits then. I had rabbits for a long time. Just... until my daughter got, I think, about 2 or 3. Then I decided not to do the rabbits because my daughter, I wanted to give her the attention and not the rabbits. So when we're creating small rituals for what nourishes you, you could ask, what am I needing right now? What is it? Or when you're starting to feel lonely, ask yourself, what do I really need right now? Choosing authority over approval and affinity, not approval, not authority, affinity. Choosing affinity over approval. Connection doesn't start with other people. It actually starts with you. The cat's purr emanates frequencies that heals. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that, but now we see that's what we do. We all learn on this channel. We learn and we grow. And so being alone Some people feel lonely, or again, you can feel lonely in the middle of a crowd. But I would ask, what is it? What is it that you're craving at that moment? What is it that your soul needs at that moment? Because it's normally not something from someone else. It's something internally, something your soul is craving. I'm going to do a little bit of EFT on this subject just to move the energy around. Because I think loneliness can turn into depression. It can, it locks up in your chest. It hurts the heart. It can, it can make your heart feel dull, blue. Like, and the heart needs our attention. So we're going to start. First, you guys do it with me, because I know how we are. We procrastinate and we put it off and we don't ever do it. But while you're here doing the live or watching the replay, do the tapping now, so you're making sure you get it done. It just takes just a minute or two the way I go through it, okay? Tap on your wrist like this. There's other ways. This is just the way I do it. I deeply, completely love and accept myself. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though, now right above your eyebrows, you guys, even though I feel lonely at times, to the side of your eye, I honor this emotion, what it's trying to tell me, underneath the eye. Even though I feel or felt unseen or disconnected, underneath the chin, and I do the underneath the nose and the chin at the same time, I acknowledge the pain without judging myself. Down to your chest, to your collarbone. Even though loneliness has been heavy, underneath the arms, I choose to open myself to self-connection and inner safety. On top of the head, I'm learning how to be with myself without abandoning myself. On top of the eyes again, above the eyebrows. On top of the eyes. On top of the eyebrows. I allow connection to be with me along the side of the eyebrows. I'm coming back home to myself. Right here, I know I'm trying to read and tap at the same time. Okay, I know. Even though loneliness has been heavy, I choose to open myself to self-connection and inner safety. Underneath the arms, I am learning how to be myself without abandoning myself. And on top of the head, I allow connection to be with me. I am coming back home to me, and back to the wrist. I deeply, completely love and accept myself. I deeply, completely love and accept myself. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Take those deep breaths to let out the final, anything that's there, let it out, anything that's lingering. And pause. I always like doing the tapping. It just instantly realigns my mind, my body, and my soul together. It's one of the most rewarding, free, self-healing tools we have that we haven't been taught. And it works so quick, so fast, so instantly. I just wonder what the difference would be, like even in our school system, if we taught our children at a really young age to do this tapping when the emotions get in the way. Let's just tap it through to see. I would just wonder how that would affect the whole system. when it comes to our emotional self. You guys, this isn't about never feeling lonely again. It's about learning how to listen to it without letting it define you. Loneliness does not mean that you're behind. It means that you're becoming a better person. You're seasoning yourself. You're taking time out for you. This is part of the mini-series of the Pain and Power Healing Your Emotional Self, you guys. So make sure you're following the playlist because each emotion builds on to the next. And remember to like, share, and hype up this channel so that we can keep spreading and healing love and higher vibrations together. And if you're ready to go deeper, you can always find my coaching and personal readings on my website, cynthiatoet.com. And for those watching the live, please come on over and join us for the after show if you're ready to have your hidden love story revealed. And for those watching the replay, well, go watch the first 30 minutes of revealing your hidden love story to catch the amazing collective reading which shows up there every time. Till next time, I'm sending you guys everyone's love and light. Thank you for coming to the live show. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you all in a little bit for those watching the live.